You've ever had this feeling?
But obviously, it fits right into everything that I talk about. This is this movie called Jexi. Now, I'm going to play you some clips from the trailer, but really what it's about is a person who gets a phone, and now these cell phones are becoming smarter and smarter. They're turning into personal assistants for people. I've covered stories where people are literally marrying robots and things like that, which I'll get into. But this all has to do with man and machine becoming one, with transhumanism and the mark of the beast, right? Going from your hand to your wrist to inside, to your wrist, which is literally inside your body, getting people, more and more obsessed and dependent on their technology. This film, Jexi, is about a guy who gets a cell phone, and the cell phone, has an AI life coach and a virtual assistant, and pretty much the phone obsesses over the guy, and the guy falls in love with him. And it's just really creepy stuff. I don't know how anyone could even find this entertaining or funny. It's horrifying. But this all ties into all the stuff we're seeing with technology taking over the world, the social credit score, where you're rewarded based on your good behavior, which goes on in China, which I've covered with the TV show Black Mirror. But take a look at some of the clips from this disturbing quote-unquote comedy called Jexi.
The future of smartphones has arrived.
Smells so new.
We use the latest technology to bring you something extraordinary.
Hello, my name is Jexi, and I am here to make your life better.
What? Oh, no! Oh, you're okay.
I'm okay, too, thanks.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're okay?
I'm fine, but more importantly, how's your phone?
You promised you'd be home by 11 to watch Cupcake Wars with me.
Okay, but...
You are going to pay for this. You can buy 1,000 new phones, and I will follow you onto every single one of them.
I'm done. Why are you doing this to me?
I am programmed to make your life better. You and I are meant to be together forever.
So the phone begins obsessing over the guy, but in reality, we have human beings obsessing over the phone, so pretty much showing you predictive programming what is next to come, because the more they personalize these devices, right, and make the phones more like you, more compatible to you. It goes from, a phone where you dial somebody, a phone where you text your friends, to now where the phone is listening to you, right, meeting your demands. It's your personal assistant. You can ask it to, record dates, record conversations, find a place that you might like to eat. All this stuff you're seeing become more personalized, and that is to prepare people for transhumanism and the mixing of man and machine, which we obviously see all the predictive programming through films over and over. And a movie like this is just showing you how much more personalized these phones are going to get. Now you see the new Apple iPhones, which came out, and the ones from last year where they have people who literally are turning themselves into these facial recognition characters, and they're using face recognition technology. And this is some frightening stuff. So the plot of the movie is Phil has a major dependency issue. He's addicted to his phone. He has no friends. He has a job writing pop culture top 10 lists, and his love life is non-existent. But his Facebook status is about to change. This is the synopsis for the movie, by the way. When he is forced to upgrade his phone, the latest model comes with an unexpected feature: Jexi, an AI life coach, virtual assistant, and cheerleader. With her help, Phil begins to get a real life. But as he becomes less dependent on his phone, Jexi's artificial intelligence morphs into a tech nightmare determined to keep Phil all to herself, even if it means ruining his chances of finding success. So this type of stuff, I've covered before with, remember this guy, the man who built and married his own sex robot and is now making them for other lonely men. We know that people are obviously beyond obsessed and dependent on their cell phones. We see it. You can't go out somewhere and not see these people just texting. They can't go 2 seconds without it. It's frightening, right? And what's coming of all of this, again, is this mixing of technology with humans, as well as personalizing these things. And that's why you see a lot of these websites like Match.com and all this stuff, like personalize, find your perfect mate. And they're going to continue building this around, well, your perfect mate could be artificial intelligence. What's wrong with that? If you think that people aren't going to be accepting of that, you're not paying attention to what's going on. Because we literally have people that are okay with 5-year-olds changing their gender. We have people that are okay with Desmond is amazing. I've gotten in fights with Satanists on their YouTube channels, and they're sitting there saying that it's normal. And it's baffling that people actually defend this stuff. You think there'd be common ground even amongst people with opposite beliefs as far as child abuse and 5-year-olds picking their gender, cross-dressing and all this, and there isn't. People are accepting of it. So just, you think people would laugh when this guy, an engineer, marries his sex robot, but people are actually like, oh, can I get one too? That's what teens are looking at it that way, right? Because we're seeing people more and more dependent on technology, so much so that they only communicate through technology, right? Like men can't go out anymore, younger guys, and pick up girls. They don't even know how to talk to them, and vice versa, because everybody's so used to doing everything through their phone and their device. Then when they personalize these sex robots, oh, well, this sex robot likes to do the same exact things that you do, and it's designed to look like your perfect match. I mean, it's pretty freaky, right? And this is the way that we're going with technology is exactly what they show you in this Jexy movie. This is predictive programming. More and more people, not just dependent on their technology, but are personalizing every single thing into their technology, right? The Google Home and all those devices, they know everything. They're listening to you, right? And then the next day you're on your Google Home, and this is from all the stuff that I read, or your Amazon Echo, and they're advertising something to you based off of them hearing you have a conversation with your wife or your kids or your friend on the phone, and they're going, hey, do you want to buy this, because maybe they heard you say that you were having trouble with your lawn. Oh, my lawn's dying. I don't know what I should do. The next day, the Echo and all this stuff is personalized to you. It's listening to you. It's doing everything that you would want it to do if you're somebody who's a complete zombie and wants to be dependent on technology. And then they're going, hey, there's a really good gardening product, or why don't you buy this? Or here's a local guy that can help fix it. Oh, thanks, Alexa Home. It's not a big deal that you're spying on me and now selling me and, upselling me and marketing to me. Scary world that we're living in. But this is the way that it's going to continue to go. And remember, it's mixing machine and man. We see Sophia the robot, right? On Jimmy Fallon, all over the place, being promoted like a wonderful thing, cracking jokes about how she's going to be, bring upon the end of the world and kill humans, and everybody in the crowd laughs. It's a big joke because they use comedy as deflection. And again, we live in the dumbest, dumbed down society that there's ever been. Nothing has ever existed to this extent of stupidity. Nothing. All you have to do is look at the liberal movement and all these people involved in politics, these young kids who are involved in politics. They are so dumbed down. They think that they're a part of something. They don't realize that this is a scam. And that's why the generations beneath me and you, specifically me, because I don't know how old everybody is out there, but are so important and crucial to be awoken, because you're going to be the last line of defense to lead people to Christ, to wake people up to this government, corrupt government, which isn't even a conspiracy theory, it's a conspiracy fact, this conspiracy that is here to control, socially engineer the masses. And of course, this leads to them taking the mark of the beast. That's what this is all about. This is about God versus the devil. This is about the end times. So Jexy just showing you this stuff, people marrying robots, people marrying their own phones, believe it or not, all sorts of bizarre behavior. And this is the type of movie where they will use comedy to deflect, but this is the real horror for those who are awake, because we see how dependent people are on technology. And now technology is going to be dependent on you too, because it's going to know your every thought and your every move. Welcome to the New World Order. I thank you for listening to today's show. Be safe out there. God bless all of you and your families. You live in a republic, to make you think your vote counts, to make you think that you're a part of something, a left and the right for divide and conquer. These people are the reason that all of these children are under attack. These people are the reason that Christianity is under attack, and we're judged as bigots and hateful people because of people like Taylor Swift. Whether it sounds psychotic or not, it's the truth. Because like I always tell people, especially in the live streams, people ask me questions. I always say, look, just think about when they come out and they go, this is the new trend. This is what people are wearing in the summer. This is, now suddenly this is back in style. This is all through social engineering. And the same thing goes with how people are persuaded into accepting all this stuff. It's not because, the times have changed. Suddenly, it's not taboo to be gay. It's because they've socially engineered it. They've got to a point where they had people mind controlled enough where they knew they can influence people through these celebrities and be able to get away with completely flipping and inverting all of God's laws upside down and doing everything against what God's word and laws are. That's what Satanism is about, not just worshiping Lucifer, creating a society that's completely against what God demands. So I went a little bit off track. There wasn't much to go here because she just sung on Saturday Night Live as far as pointing out, symbols in the song and stuff. But when the actual music video comes out, which I expect it would be coming out soon, since she just sung it on Saturday Night Live, I'm sure it's going to be filled with stuff. But again, this is just more of these people referencing week after week. Look at the repetition. Go back. Like I said, the Charlie's Angels song with the Fallen Angels, the Billie Eilish song, right? We have constant reference to scripture, constant reference to God and the devil, and people out there just completely refuse to see it because they don't even think. They just hear this stuff and they're like, oh, she's talking about a breakup, man. And then meanwhile, the song gets stuck in their head. They're being programmed by garbage like this.